the flowing present. Vichet was a talented artist, but his heart was heavy with the past. He carried the weight of old mistakes, failed loves, and disappointments like a heavy cloak, making his hands stiff and his spirit dim every time he tried to draw. One day, feeling lost and burdened, Vichet wandered down a small road, away from the familiar town. He walked until he reached a quiet, shimmering rain lake, its surface reflecting the soft sky. By the lake, he saw an old woman, her face kind and serene, mixing clay with water. The peacefulness of the place and the grandmother's gentle presence drew him in, and he found himself sharing his sorrow. "Grandma," Vichet said, his voice soft with sadness, "I feel trapped in a prison I built myself, a prison of the past." The grandmother poured hot tea from her pot into a cup for Vichet. She spoke in a deep, comforting voice. "Do you see the water in this lake? It flows now. The water from yesterday has already passed, leaving only a trace. You cannot collect yesterday's water in a jar. You can only gather the new water that is flowing now." Then the grandmother pointed towards a little girl named Shrey Mias, who was running and laughing in the nearby grass, her joyful shouts carried by the wind. Shrey Mias didn't worry about a stumble she had yesterday or a small mistake she made an hour ago. She was simply living fully in the present moment, her spirit as free as the wind. "Our hearts are like this water," the grandmother continued, turning back to Vichet. "If you keep drinking yesterday's poisoned water, you will not survive. The future is like water that has not yet flowed, and fearing it will only harm you prematurely. Only the present, your hands and feet, can be truly grasped." This conversation brought a new light to Vichet's eyes. He began to paint again, not striving for perfection, but simply to capture the feeling of the present moment with his hands. He painted yellow clouds drifting across the sky, painted birds soaring gracefully, and painted happy, laughing girls. His paintings became free, lively, and full of emotion. The past was still there, but it was no longer a prison. It was a lesson that made him stronger, a balance that helped him walk more firmly in the present. Vichet understood that letting go of the past didn't mean forgetting it, but accepting it was over, learning from it, and opening his mind to what was happening now. He stood by the rainy lake at dusk, watching the red sun sink into the water, knowing that tomorrow would bring a new sun, and he was ready to embrace its light.